Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's first game. So this is very much a change from the advertised, so I will need to update some information for the stream. So unfortunately my first game had to cancel short notice, so these very kind of stepped into the breach. So let's go. So still NCX Draft League, but yeah, very just slightly different. So yeah, welcome to the stream. This is Sif Taker 2. Hope you're all having a good evening. We'll just do that. Going. Yeah. Everyone's doing well. Post some thought. Yeah, okay, I will go down lists very shortly. Let's get betting going. So I'm going to look a little bit lost tonight because I have moved some bits around, but hey Nikki, how are we doing? No, it's fine. Just let me know. The music should be playing in the background and you shouldn't be able to hear it. Okay. All should be well. Let's see. Okay, that should hopefully have sorted the microphone. Does that sound better? Okay, so you should be able to hear the dice and stuff on the table, so yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Streamlabs doing Streamlabs things and deciding to, hey, I'm going to take your mic off, so that is fine. So I'm going to change my colour to spectator. And we are about good to go. Betting is live. Exclamation mark bet. 1 for Coratan, 2 for Natano. Let's make sure stuff is coloured correctly. Of course it's not. So Iden's yellow in Coratan's list. I have not seen that other insert. Mouse Monaire. That's going to be interesting to have a quick look at. And then let's just double check what we've got here. Red, yellow, so green. So red and yellow are the 2 red squadrons. Green for him. Sweet. That looks like that is all good. This is it. You know, this is NCX Draft League playoffs, isn't it? It's the big time. So Corentin has brought Darth Vader, so no proton rocket anymore, but it still has passive sensors. Could give him that start of engagement phase action shenanigans, which could be very useful with Anakin Skywalker on the other side of the table. Brilliant evasion will also help him try and conserve some of that force. Major Vermeil in the Reaper. So this is the one, while you perform an attack, if the defender does not have any green tokens, may change one of your blank or eyes to a hit. Does have trick shot, but probably there mainly to carry Palpatine around, which is the global force that anybody could use, which I guess his interceptors will really help. Baffle to help with some stress management on that Reaper. And then we've got 2 battle, so we've got battle over Yavin and battle over Endor. So Iden first before a friendly tie, and so that does affect, yeah, because they've all got the tie keyword, so that affects both the Reaper and the tie advanced. At range 0 to 1 would suffer damage. You may spend 2 charge if you do prevent 1 damage, and that does reoccur. It's not quite as powerful as the TIE Fighter, but that's the TIE Fighter one is a 1 use only, so this does keep going, and comes with Predator and Fanatical. Looks like players are off in turn 1 and Coratan is first player. We are playing chance engagement, so we have 1 objective in the centre of the board. We've got a lot of gas clouds around as well. Bets are starting to come in. So let's get that all down. Cool. So what's this other TIE Interceptor do then? So this is battle over Endor. After you perform an evade action, gain a calculate token. That's going to be pretty tanky with Palpatine around as well. Has no escape. Oh, outmaneuver's nice. Do like that. Having outmaneuver with that 3 dice attack. Does come with a shield. And they both come with shields, don't they? And then fuel injection override. While you perform a boost or barrel roll action, you may spend 1 charge to use the template with a speed 1 higher. Fizzle, thank you very much for the sub. Well, that's interesting. Boost or barrel roll, nice. And you can do that in the system phase, can't you? So that, very cheeky. And while you perform a prime attack, if you if there are more friendly ships than other enemy ships, at 0 to 1 the defender, you may reroll blankers on. That's a really useful little TIE Fighter. Don't understand why I've not seen that before. Oof. Okay, we get a friendly bump as well. Doesn't appear that any damage was suffered. The pressure of the NCX Draft League is obviously showing. Hype train incoming. Woohoo! But so if you're not aware, there are 3 games this evening. So this is just purely game 1. We then will be going off and streaming a couple of games from the Tauntaun Discord. It's the Alpha event. I played my game against Pond last night and lost by, I think, 4 points. So that was a real tough game. We've got Andre versus Craig is in about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes, and then we've got Matt Deering versus Chris Burnett in about just under 3 hours. So stay around and we'll have a few games for you to watch this evening. So what have we got? Anakin towards the bottom of the table, Vader's at the top, Iden also at the top, I guess. Iden has a nice sort of turn in, so we should be able to use my new funky tool. So Vader's just going to grab a lock. So yeah, so Iden can do a nice sort of turn in this way. Probably like a 3 hard. you'd expect, I guess the red bomber kind of has to come into about there to maybe a bit shorter. Maybe you could just go a bit, you know, kind of maybe there, sort of gets about range 2.
Hey.
Copper Blue, thank you very much for the sub. And I guess it's quite a lot. You know, there's quite a lot of space in this sort of box here, which is quite interesting because, like, surely Vermeil and the Interceptor are going to bug out this way. So, you know, there's a little bit of traffic for the Republic to sort of, you know, you feel like Warthog and, you know, this Y-Wing are going to be out of the fight for a little while trying to come round. So we will see, but Vermeil's probably fairly happy just to do the blue this way, but probably get shot by Anakin. Anakin could very easily just do the 5 forwards, but I guess you've got to be slightly wary. That was a shocking line. So I should have the line tool. So maybe I have to pay for it to get the line tool, but yeah, we shall see. But let's have a quick run down the Republic list. I'm sure several of you will know me as having flown a fair bit of Republic. So, 2 Initiative 2 Red Squadron bombers. Now, the Republic bombers, Y-Wings, have got this plated hull ability. So, it's while you defend, if you're not critically damaged, so if you don't have a face-up damage card, you can turn a crit down to a hit. The defender modifies attack dice first. So, if Vader rolls a natural crit, you can roll it down, but Vader can then turn the crit back up. Got veteran turret gun and a dorsal turret for some double taps. We've got Initiative 3 bomber, which is the Shadow Squadron. Has a sync console, plasma torpedoes, R4, expert handling to make that barrel white. All at Initiative 3. Warthog, after a friendly non-limited ship, so basically the Y-Wings at range 0 to 2 are destroyed during the engagement phase, that ship is not removed. So yeah, basically Warthog is going to keep the bombers on the table. We got synchronized console, so we could see same initiative as the Shadow Squadron. So Shadow Squadron can fire the plasma torpedoes, not spend the lock, pass it to Warthog, or vice versa. And then Anakin also has synchronized console, so maybe he also starts off turn 2, and Corentin is still first player. And we got Republic R2D2 here, so it's 7B Anakin, 2 agility, 3 hull, 3 shields. And then R2D2 is after you activate, you may spend a charge to gain a deplete, so not disarmed, to repair a damage card, recover 1 shield, or remove a device at 0 to 1. Now, there aren't any bombs available to the Empire in this game, but yeah, we'll see. So we've got some sensitive controls from Iden. So I think the green hard 2 is probably the manoeuvre we see from her. I think yellow and red are probably within range 2. I think red's definitely in range 2 of the centre. Just going to take focus tokens. Well, I changed this message, didn't I? Okay, so Mouse has turned in. So takes the evade and gets the free calculate. So maybe this is the defense against Anakin doing like a 5 forwards. Yeah, so having synchronized console without a lap basically means when you get those good rolls, and they will happen if you throw enough dice at the game, you can basically just synchronize console the lock to somebody else. Like, it may not come off. We will see. So I got my games in, my list in for game 2, which is good. But welcome everybody, hope you're all doing well. So 19 people. So Vermeil's actually decided to turn in. Takes an evade as well. Suppose Vermeil does get their own ability. Did Warthog do? Anakin's only done the 2 straight. So possibly could fine tunes to the left, try and stretch the range, or possibly get out of range. Oh, Katana Squadron, thank you very much. It's a good chunk of subs already in. Thank you very much, everybody. Do appreciate it. I'll talk a bit about streaming in the break. About some of the plans and what's going on. Trying to get a bit more organised this year. Spike Fire Spew, welcome. Oof, so he is in range for both. Interesting. Possibly, yeah, possibly just have a plink into the Reaper, I reckon. Like, you really shouldn't land any damage on that Interceptor. I mean, there is a force available to the Reaper as well. So, nothing for Vader. I suspect Iden will have a range 3 shot into the Red Bomber as well. So Anakin shot will take, I imagine, the range 3 into the Reaper. That should be 3 on 2. That's it. Anakin not taking the green token will give Vermeil an extra damage. Well, not an extra damage, but the free mod as such. So range 3 shot. Not great. I probably wouldn't spend any force, but he's choosing violence. Obviously going to save the target lock for next turn. Double blank out, but spends the evade, lose a shield. Yep, item range 3 also. Normally 1 agility. Oh, that's quite nice. Spends the focus. Turns the crit down because of the plating. And lose a shield on red. So doesn't need the mods. Gets hit crit into Anakin. 3 agility. Anakin. And there's 1 blank. So Anakin will lose a shield. I suppose he has got R2-D2, so he could just deplete and regain it next time. And not a great roll from Mouse. Gets 1 hit at range 3. Which doesn't get an evade, so will force another force spend from Anakin, but largely gets away with it. And yeah, no other shots from the Republic. But Warthog and Green Bomber are both packing munitions, so we could see them turning down. So betting has been closed. Okay, so 6 people bet. There is definitely a slight favouring to Corentin. See if I can sort this out. That's a good point. Yeah, he has got outmaneuver, hasn't he? So if he can do his barrel roll to the right, I assume he's set up for that particular manoeuvre, try and get around the side. But I mean, is there space? There's definitely space for green to do a left bank. I wonder if Warthog quite has enough space, because Anakin is in the way as well. So I've just got to do a quick bit of mobile banking whilst we're doing the old stream. Cool. So, oh, was he out of range of the centre? Checking for range 2. Iden and Darth Vader were in, but Bomber wasn't. That's a big start. I mean, obviously it's only 4 points with the new XWA points, but yeah, that is you know, something that is players do need to be aware of, because you don't want to be giving up 4 points too often. But I guess Red Bomber can just go 1 forwards. Well, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Interesting if Vermeil's slow, then shoot up by Torps. If fast, Anakin 5k behind. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think Vermeil kind of has to close the gap here, because you don't want to get hit by a plasma and a proton torpedo. What's Vermeil's initiative? Initiative 4. And Vermeil will get to shoot before those, but you can't initiative kill that green bomber. Not that I think you have the tools close. Like Vader, probably. Do we just do a 2 bank or something? Yeah. Iden's interesting because you could do something like a boost to the right with sensitive controls and then a 2 bank left, which would be blue. Or maybe do it the other side. Maybe sensitive controls, left boost with Iden, and then come back in. Yeah, so I guess you probably ailerons, forwards, and 3 banks in. You don't mind getting shot by the primaries, I guess. And if you can bump one of them, probably okay. It'd be funny if the Reaper could actually fly onto the gas cloud, because then he breaks all locks and can't be locked. Sure, you forgo shooting, but against a munitions list, that would be quite cheeky just to go and hide in the gas cloud. Yeah, players just about setting on the set their dials. We're moving into turn 3. A little over 15 minutes of the game has gone. Corentin remains first player. Might start to become relevant now we've got Vader in the mix. Okay, so a 2 bank right for the sensitive controls. And yeah, Iden did go left, that's nice. Actually, the hard 2 probably fits her as well. Could bring Iden right round behind. 3 forward from the red bomber. Possibly contemplating a rotate. But I think you just focus here and just try and kill box. Oh, 4 forwards from red. So goes across the gas cloud, so gets strained. Rolling for the ion. Is not ionized, but does just basically, yeah, try and get away from Iden. A hard 2 from Mals, but bumps at Anakin, but just takes a red focus. Yeah, 1 bank from green, not too surprising. Might look for a lock here. No, it goes for focus. I guess Warthog could also take a lock. 2 forwards. Surprised you don't lock with green bomber unless you didn't think you have range. Because, okay, so maybe Anakin is going to like sloop to the left or something, just be out of the way. Oof, that was very close by Iden on the hard 2. So just missing the gas cloud. Gets to take a focus. So ailerons and then 3 forwards. Ooh. Still just in arc of Warthog. But has got out of the plasma torpedo arc. Has Yellow Bomber got the arc? I think he's out of Yellow Bomber as well, you know. And is he... Oh, he's contemplating jamming off the focus off Red. So Red has already lost a shield. And Vader can come in as well. I'll come and punch him. So Vader's going to passive sensor just in case there's a juicier target available. So what did Anakin do? Anakin went just 2 forwards. So does Anakin need to fine-tune right? See, the issue is, like, you could fine-tune right. I don't think you have arc into the Reaper, and if you barrel roll back in, you might give an outmaneuver shot to Mouse. Yeah, so you might just get an outmaneuver shot into Anakin here. It will set up the proton torpedo from Warthog, I guess. But now Vader could lock Anakin as well. And we have got a charge of R2-D2 being used. So we'll get depleted, but does regen a shield on Anakin. And then Vader is doing all his start of engagement stuff. Isn't going to choose to go after Anakin. Instead going into the Red Bomber. So I'll probably see the Red Bomber removed this turn. Iden and Vermeil all shoot at the same initiative. So if I guess you shoot the Reaper first, and Iden could always shoot somebody else. Okay. So was that clear? No, I think he paid for the barrel roll, but it was blocked. So just perhaps going for a bit of positional play. So range 2 into the Red Bomber. So can't roll the crit down, spends a lock, spends a force, gets 2 hits and a crit into Red. Red blanks out, so that will be 2 and a crit.
Hey.
Hey Mandos, I think that's whacking, isn't it? Hello. Panicked pilot. Let's see, panicked pilot, where is such a thing? There we are. So 4 hull remaining. Oh, doesn't even have Vermeil in arc. So can't shoot Vermeil and synchronize console. How close was that? Oh, okay, there's a bit of daylight there, but... Oh, actually just. That is pixels. So it has to shoot Vader. And it gets 1 hit because of the depleted from the R2-D2. Vader gets all the evades in the world. So a real good shot here from Vermeil. So there's no green token. Wow, so he gets to use his ability to make it... yeah, because panic is actually... Panic gets flipped down, doesn't it? But that's 4 damage. So yeah, actually, so there's no critical damage there because panicked repairs as soon as it does the 2 stress. But that should be Red dead. But Warthog... Warthog keeps him alive on the board, I guess, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. Red will still get to shoot. But Iden's now free to shoot somebody else. Wow, apparently that's obstructed into Anakin. Oh, wow, just look, you see that? Just the little bit there. Anakin's saved by that little bit of gas cloud that stuck out. So is looking into yellow. This is Red Squadron Bomber 2. Pretty good. So has to roll the crit down to a hit, spends a focus for 3. Yellow was strained and I assume that wasn't obstructed. So shields down on yellow. And then we've got an outmaneuver shot here into Warthog bullet sings. Oof. 2 hits, 2 eyeballs, spends a focus for 4. Need paint from Warthog. We get it. So Warthog takes 3. It seems like a real strong opening from Corentin. We'll see what the return shots do. So Green Bomber is just going to fire primary into Mal's. Spends a focus for 1. Gets the evade. No shot from Warthog either. Wow. I mean, I didn't look that closely, but yeah, Warthog's out. This is a big turn for Corentin. Because then Red will have his shot. So does get a double tap with Veteran Turret Gunner. So primary first. Pretty good. 2 crits. 1 evade. Spends a force, takes a shield. So spends the Pelt Force. And then the double tap from the turret only gets 1 hit. Which is evaded. Oof. And then Red leaves the table after Warthog is shot. That is a big old turn, and I imagine 2 points for each player. We'll double check to see if Anakin is in or not. Anakin is in, so 2 for Corentin. 2 there, so I make it 18 plays 2. Yep, that's what they have. Yeah, I mean that's it. Vermeil's very happy, can get out of danger now. So, yeah, it does look good. Right, so quick chat about streaming. So if you !Discord and you've not already joined the Sith Takers Discord, please feel free to do so. I've created a new bit called the stream schedule. I need to sort out permissions and stuff just so it's kind of just what I'm posting up there, but we'll work through the details. But essentially I'm going to post up upcoming streams. I'll be looking for weekly games. You may have seen Greg announcing this week that Chris, which I think is Let the Wookiee Win, is going to be streaming 3 day sessions a week. That does clash with this Wednesday night session that I'd kind of started to do. So my plan is I'm actually going to move to a Thursday. That does help me with the girlfriend. She works in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, so I'm not rushing. So I've actually made a sausage casserole this evening while setting up the stream. So what I can do is basically spend some quality time with her on a Wednesday. I'll watch Chris's stream, see who's playing, and then I will stream on Thursdays. And I think Molfar generally is streaming on Tuesday with the Polish System Open stream. So we should be able to get a nice sort of Euro UK evening, which is kind of American afternoon stream going between us. Obviously, for those who want to support the streaming I'm doing, feel free to drop any subs. Do appreciate it. We are $42 away from the funding goal. Well, that's it. Yeah, I mean, like, I've messaged Greg, and Greg's like, don't bother changing, just keep doing what you're doing. But it's like, why force people to choose between 2 streams? Like, we have, what, 30 odd people watching the stream at the moment. So let's maximize viewership, and you know, there's no point me making people choose. So Thursdays work for me. So yeah, I'll swap to Thursday nights, and then that way yeah, we will work out. So yeah, I hope everybody joins me in watching Chris next Wednesday. Look forward to see what games turn up on the stream. But yeah, no, thank you everybody for turning up tonight. I think the counter's decided to reset itself. Let's just refresh the cache. Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, like I say, like, for me, I'm happy to stream 1 night a week. I don't really want to be streaming more than that because I'm playing in a couple of competitions. So this week I played last night. I'm playing Yaggle tomorrow in Liam's Bring Them In Cold. So I need time to be able to play my games. So yeah, I think if somebody else wants to stream and we can work around it, let's make sure we get as many X-Wing games streamed as possible, because the more we show the game, the more we promote the game, and this is what I always say, the better it is for the hobby. So I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'm going to, you know, I had Wednesdays, it's mine. You know, if I've got the ability to, you know, change around a little. Oh, Mr. Burnett, thank you very much for the subscription. Doing quite well this tonight. Chris Burnett is our game 3 tonight versus Matt Deering, all the way from the penal colonies. So that'll be a good game to watch if you want to stick around. That's on at 9 o'clock UK, which is about 2.5 hours time. Yeah. So 18-2 after 3 turns. What do the Republic have to do to get back into this game? Bearing in mind there is a interceptor without manoeuvre sat behind them. You know, this could be the real problem piece in this matchup now, because both the Y-Wings and the Headhunter are fairly low agility. So that's not at all where you want it to be. And very well flown by Corantana. So I've not seen this battle over Endor TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor before. So yeah, do like it. So yellow does the hard 2 behind Vermeil. So we've got a 4K coming from green. I know, from Warthog. Okay. So keeping the arc facing towards the interceptor, and same with green. So probably would have seen a 2 bank in, I guess. So that's good play from Nitano to try and keep the arcs facing the right way. So yeah, 2 bank. Can't really escape from there, so he's just going to take his evade calculate. But, you know, green's going to be able to double tap. So there's these 3 shots going in there. Aileron sloop from Vermeil. Iden comes in facing off against the bomber. So, actually, Natano is first player in turn 4. That's important. So, does the K turn. Takes a stress, and then is he going to check for his ability? Huh. In the front arc at 0 to 1. Okay, yeah. I've flown Etta, Anakin and stuff quite a bit, so I have to remind myself of the abilities. So Anakin, I think everything looks like it's going to go into Red Interceptor. Anakin gets 1 hit. Could spend the focus. The problem is, like, Vader could roll behind Anakin here. So you might think he's safe at the moment. Spends his force. Spends the calculate. Takes no damage. So now Vader can passive senses. He's got all his force available as well, so he can take the lock. Barrel roll right, take a focus. And Anakin did get his shield back, I guess. So the other option could be, I guess, Warthog, or maybe even the yellow bomber. Oh, just have a look at Luna. She is having a good old snooze there. You okay? So, looks to be going into Warthog. I assume did shenanigans. Looks like a target lock and a focus for sure. Gets 2 and a crit into Warthog, so Warthog is dead. Don't think he benefited from his own ability, did he? You're friendly. Okay, so Warthog does survive. Well, dies, but gets to hang around and engage. Importantly, that does mean you can't initiative kill anything else. So turns that down, gets the reroll from Predator. 4 hits, so that's going to be 3 shields off. Oh no, 3 hull off yellow. And Warthog is also dead. So Vermeil's got a range 3 shot. Yellow's got 2 hull remaining. Yellow doesn't have a focus token, so could spend the force here, probably deciding if he keeps it, but is going to spend it for violence to guarantee the kill. And yellow does go down. Takes 2, so only just killed him. So can the Republic try and do some damage on the way out? So I guess it's going to be 3 shots with the double tap from green into Mouse. Hello Mario, hope you're well. I'm all good, thank you. Just keep an eye on the damage. Can't see anything going in at the moment, so... two hits an eyeball. This will be a range 1 shot, so no focus token. Spends the evade, no damage at the moment. I think that might have been the double tap anyway. Oh no, he hasn't got VTG on the Shadow Squadron. Okay, was that Anakin? Spends a force, takes a shield on Anakin. So Yellow Bomber is dead, but gets to shoot thanks to Warthog's ability. Gets 2 hits, no rerolls. This will be a double tap though. So Vader spends a force. Double tap, gets nothing. Rough old turn for Republic. So both players are going to score 2 points again for the scenario. So this is XWA's new point scoring. If you hold an objective, you score 2 points, and if you hold more than your opponent, you score 4 points. 33 plays 4. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty brutal. Well flown by Corritan. You know, he certainly had the right dice and mods to get to good dice, but I think his positional play has been very good as well. Like as I said, like getting Mal's behind. This is it, like Vermeil's in a nice position to 1 bank in because you know the 1 bank left fits because you did the sloop, so you can come back in that way. Both your interceptors have got sensitive controls as well, so they could reposition slightly. Not sure what you'd perhaps do here. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Iden does the barrel roll right with sensitive and then maybe does like the hard 2 over the top of Vader. Not sure what you do with red with Mouse. What can he do? I mean, 3 sloop is also an option. I suppose he could 3 sloop right. But I guess you don't want to block Vermeil coming in as well. So yeah, anybody that's joined the channel, if you haven't seen already, there is another game happening. It'll be happening in about 45 minutes. If you haven't done already, do consider following the channel and you'll get go live notifications. So Mal's going to roll to the right. So Iden hasn't opted to... okay, I'm going to see a target lock in green into Vermeil. Probably would be range 2, I imagine. Okay, this could be interesting. So, Mouse is blocked. There's a hard 2, clears the stress, but does a red focus. No, Iden has not had the need to use her ability yet. It is slightly different though, so it would be just stopping A damage, but excuse me, both charge are available. One bank from Anakin. Clears his stress because he did the K turn last turn, didn't he? Don't think Anakin's really getting out there. Could potentially just boost in, but yeah, just going to take a focus there. See if he blocks Vader, and he will do once Vader resolves. Oh, he is going to R2-D2 to recover a shield there, so that's R2-D2 charges gone. Deplete on Anakin. Vader is blocked. I mean, honestly, you got 2 force on Vader with brilliant evasion. I don't think you need to stress yourself there. So, range 1 into the Interceptor, or range 2 into Vermeil. He's going to shoot into Vermeil. Is depleted, so it only gets 2 dice. Double crit. Anakin's trying. So, does get an eyeball, so we'll spend the Palpatine Force, take crit, and the crit is blinded, I believe. Yeah, blinded pilot. That's big though with Vermeil's ability, shutting that down. Vader is going to take possibly... No, he's going to take range 2 shot into green. Gets hit crit, turns the crit down to a hit. And it's like 2 shields coming off green. So range 1 from Iden into Anakin gets the reroll, but only 1 hit. That's good. So Vermeil. So this is big with blinded. Yeah, it's going to shoot green bomber. See if we can get the last shield off. Only gets a single crit, which becomes a hit. Does get the last shield. But we are going to see a plasma torpedo. Single modded. And there's no no shields to worry about here. So 1 hit so far. Spend the lock. Oof, 2 and a crit. Now crits are evaded first on the plasma torpedo if he rolls, and which he does not. So it's 2 and a weapon failure, so that will be half points on Vermeil now. No shot on Mouse, and then both players will score 2. So I make it 35 plays 12. It's a hard life being a cat, isn't it? Just, yeah. Come up to provide emotional support whilst I'm streaming and just be like snoozing away. Look at those toe beans. Bless her. So, heading into turn 6. $35-12. Still a real uphill battle here for Natano to try and get back into this game. I mean, Anakin is what, undamaged now, but I think Shadow Squadron's not long for this world. He's got 5 more points to give up, so that takes Coruscant to 40 plus the central objective. So Anakin's not stressed though, I guess, so he has got the ability to sloop. So do you hard turn Vermeil to the left? I don't think Reapers particularly like turning, do they?
No, it's all red. I mean, Reaper could red stop. But yeah, I guess it's whether or not you think he could like sloop to the right. But I guess Iden goes first. Could be a bit of a pain. So it looks like players ready to road anyway. Heading into turn 6. Korotan goes back to being first player. Just turning out with Mouse, takes his evade calculate. 1 forward with green. Green locks Iden, which was a really good call because Iden's just done a 2 forwards and sit in front of green. Red stop from Vermeil. 1 bank from Vader. I don't think Vader's got. Okay, so Vader's just going to pass the sensor and see where Anakin ends up. So there's Anakin slooped. He has, but he's blocked by the green bomber. So rolls for the damage to the friendly bump. Does take a shield. Poor R2-D2 and all that hard work he's been doing to keep those shields up. Anakin does get stressed. And he has to fully execute to be able to shed the stress. But Vader is going to look for locks. Probably, I would lock Anakin here. Could look at maybe doing the K-turn or Talon next turn. Okay, so you're going to lock green, so you can assume perhaps that Vermeil's not going to be able to take care of him. But is going to barrel roll out, so that does open it up for the Talon roll. I think the lock into Anakin for me would be the better option, but Korotan has thrown an awful lot of Vader. So Anakin into Vermeil, spends a force to make it hit crit. Need to see some. Oh, he's got a target lock, sorry. Oh, yeah, it gets the hit, so Vermeil's dead no matter what. That gets Palpatine off the board as well at initiative 6. So no shot for Iden. So yeah, it's just going to be green bomber into Iden. Not green bomber, sorry. Yeah, green bomber. So there's no double tap on this one. Does have the target lock. Oof. What you do for a focus. Iden gets evades. And both players score 2 points. So Natano is slowly closing the gap. What he'd do for a bomb though on that Y-wing, if he could drop a bomb. I don't think that's going to be coming. Heading into turn 7, and we've got plenty of time, so that won't be an issue. Talking of time, game 2 starts in a little over half an hour. No, I mean, absolutely credit to him for keeping going. It is good to see, because very easy to kind of throw it in when, you know, you're 30 points down or whatever it was. Yeah, I mean, that's in, like, Mal's can do his sensitive controls boost 2 bank, hard 2 or something like that. Dial's been set again. Get that outmaneuver shot going. I mean, you'd expect this though, wouldn't you? We are playing in the playoffs. I think it's the final 8, isn't it? Top 8 teams in NCX. So, you know, both good players. Been flying well. Unsure of the players' records, but I have a feeling that Natano was doing pretty well. Let's see, I've got the sheet up on here. Korotan is first player. So Natano, where are we? Let's go individual. There we go. So Natano is 32, so he's 6 and 3. Where is Mr. Korotan? Korotan's 4 and 4, so yeah, a bit more of a struggle for him, but yeah, Natano seems to have been doing very well for the Punishers. Bit unfortunate for Green though, because this is the problem, he's sort of flying away now, isn't he? Doesn't have a turret. Does Iden have a shot? Does not. But Anakin, I guess, may end up in front. Where's that? So Iden can probably see Anakin, and obviously Vader's there. And I imagine Vader's done his usual. Yeah, Vader's done passive sensors. So you've got to be very aware that Vader can just do his shenanigans, roll left, and this is it. Like, you've locked. Yeah. So he'd locked Vader, but Vader won't be there when he comes to shoot. So yeah, he's moved his lock across to Mal's. I think that's a good play. I mean, obviously the players are talking, you can see it sort of moving. So does Vader... Like, taking the range one in the Anakin's probably too good an opportunity, especially if Iden has a follow-up shot as well. Doesn't need to roll now that Anakin's taken his lock elsewhere. 3 hits so far, gets the free crit from targeting computer, gets the hit on the reroll. Anakin will take 2 shields, so that is shields down on Anakin, giving up half points. So Anakin now range 2 into Mal's, gets 3 hits out of hand, who needs target locks. Mal's will take 1 damage here, but it sings. Just his shield. And then Iden does have range 1 into Anakin as well. Only gets 1 paint, that's a lucky swing. So spends a focus, but Anakin gets evades. And then Mal's is going to take a range 3 shot. It is outmaneuvered, so he only gets 2 dice. Spends a focus, takes a damage. That should be half. And I think that is probably... Oh, half an Anakin, it's given him game. Yeah, well played. Yeah, 49, and then each player gets 2 points for the centre. Well played, both players. Yeah, that was well flown by both. I think I liked Korotan's early game. I felt the Republic were possibly a little bit. So it was the Republic coming into this sort of box here, and it wasn't quite, you know, giving them the targets. But the fact that Vermeil actually just went straight down there. But yeah, thanks to both of them for playing on stream. But yeah, the fact that Vermeil came down here and just got out of arcs, yeah, was massive. And then obviously Mal's coming around, and you know, he was able just to come around this way, start to get behind, get some outmaneuver shots. So I think, yeah, I think Korotan's approach to the game was great. Like, I think he did really well. Obviously, Vader came in through here, Iden came in through here. And it was just like that sort of classic pincer, but where the Republic had obviously set up to go into Vermeil, and then Vermeil just disappeared down and said, "No, thank you, sir." But yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Right. I think I will just jump in with them very quickly, but I'm just going to mute myself and then I'll come back and talk to you guys. Mute that. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, just double checking what my new tool was working. But yeah, thanks to both of them. So let's pay out some bets. So Town was the winner, so we'll pick that and complete. That's good. We'll go onto the holding screen for a bit. So we did get a few subs there, didn't we? What's it got us on? 40. Oh, let's do a giveaway, eh? We'll do a giveaway. So if you haven't already, if you sub in chat or sub to the channel, you get 2 entries. So ! loot in a second will get you your entries. We'll do an alt art giveaway and I'll send you some alt art. So ! loot in chat and that will get you into the draw. And I will then look to get lists populated for game 2. So I believe we've got Empire versus Separatists coming up.
Hey, hey.
Oh, Craig, thank you very much for the sub. How long we got? We've got 25 minutes to the next game, so I'll probably take it down ever so shortly in a bit once I've done the draw, just so that I can go and get myself a new drink. We'll have a quick look at... We'll put Luna Cam on. There she is. Look at that belly. Happily snoozing away. You can do, Andre, if you want. I will send you the table details shortly. We can start a set a table up. Just give me. I'll do the draw first, and then we can do that. But no, it was a good first game. We enjoyed it. I think Yanis is going to come along and do some commentary with me as well in game 2. This is Craig. And what's Andre's list? Yeah, Yanis wanted to come and tell the world exactly what he thinks about your X-Wing prowess. So I shall see how that goes. But yeah, if you haven't done already, !loot, we have a giveaway going in chat. It's assault, isn't it, for the scenario? I should know because I played my game last night. So stop that. Cool. No, it is. It's random. Sorry. It is. I'm getting confused. It's Liam's event that's assault. We just happened to roll assault last night. So I think Connor's got fed up with people asking about what the scenario is. So he's now just decided, yeah, just to do that. How long is left on this? A couple of minutes left, so exclamation mark loot in chat if you haven't done already, and you'll get entered into the giveaway. That's it. I'm playing in so many different events. It's like I turn up to stream games. I have to say to players, like, what's the scenario? Who's doing what? But yeah, so exclamation mark loot. 2 minutes left to get your entries in. Let's send you guys. So, I think. Yeah, Andre was left, wasn't it? Okay. Hey, Fundan, welcome. So yeah, exclamation mark loot. Last minute or so left in that, and then we'll draw somebody for. Oh yeah, change my colour so I can actually interact with the table. Might help. And Andre and Craig will do audio in the Tauntaun server. I will join you shortly. So let me just get the camera set up. In fact, that'll do for now. If you go red side. Okay, Andre and Craig, I've sent you table details. That should be it. Okay, raffle is done. Let's pick a winner. Copper Blue, congratulations. Thank you very much. I will send you... I'll send you a whisper, and if you reply to that with name, address... So what do I need? Whisper. I need to get some prizes in the post, but yeah, if you respond to that whisper, I'll get your prizes in the post, and we will, yeah, I'll try and... I think I've got a fairly free weekend, actually, so I might try and catch up on a few of those. Cool. Alright, well, what I'll do is I'm just going to mute myself and go and sort myself out a drink, pop to the facilities as such, let the guys get set up for game 2, and then we will be back shortly with another game. So hopefully you are listening to the whole music, and yeah, I shall see you very soon. I'll put, I suspect she'll run out the room as soon as I stand up and do anything, but for now, you can all marvel at the feline goddess that is Luna. Look at that. But yeah, I shall catch you shortly.
Hello.
Oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hot mic, okay. Okay. I wouldn't say anything offensive at all, anyway. Or will I?
Sure. Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to take the stream down for 2 seconds and